All right, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we have this old glass jar. I just washed it out. It's a little wet, so I'm just going to take this paper towel and dry it off a little bit. What we're going to do with this glass jar, we're not recycling it. We're not throwing it away. We are going to reuse this. This is a perfectly good glass jar. So you'll see here that I already started to try to take off the wrapper here. I'm just going to pull off what I can. It's glued on there pretty well. Okay, just going to wipe off any excess moisture. And I have this little razor blade here. I'm going to take this and put it on the edge here. If you don't have steady hands, get somebody else to do this for you. Be careful, you don't want to cut yourself. I've been doing this a long time. And I'm just going to dig into this label and try to pull off any excess paper that's on here. I'm just going to scrape this until I can get most of it off. It's a bit of a tedious project. If you're someone that doesn't want to fool with something like this, that's no problem. You know, you can buy containers, or you probably already have containers that you're all set with. But for those of you who might be on more of a fixed income or have just never thought of this idea, this is for you. Again, if you don't have steady hands, I would be very careful in working with a razor blade, because this is dangerous. This can hurt you. Sometimes I'll just score it and then start digging into it again. Once I've gotten off pretty much what I'm able to, this is on there pretty tight. I'm going to grab my jar of coconut oil. All you do with this, take a little scoopful and just put it on the label. And what I do here is just get a paper towel. I've got the coconut oil here, and I'm just going to start rubbing it on the label residue. Coconut oil is a really neat product because it's edible. You can use it for your skin. You can use it to create homemade products for yourself. It's really good, it seems, for people that have allergies to regular body care products. I've heard of a lot of people making their own products with coconut oil. So as you can see here, the label turns into more of an opaque color. And now we're just going to go back to the blade. This is where it gets tricky because coconut oil is oily. So this blade could really slip. Be very careful. You see how that label starts to come off? It's still sticking, but it's coming off much easier than it was just a moment ago. And again, this is a tedious project. It does take a few minutes. I would say from start to finish, it might take 20-30 minutes of your time. If you're short on time, there's other alternatives for you. You can purchase store-bought jars. You can purchase storage containers that all you have to do is wash them out. One of the things I like about these old jars here is they're stackable. The lids twist and seal really well. They're not like ball mason jars, you know, you're not gonna do canning in these jars with the old lids. You're just gonna use these jars to put supplies in. You can put rice, flour, grains. You can even do things like put sewing supplies in here. These jars make great jars for a jar of buttons. But we're just going to work this a little bit more. I guess they did a really good job on this label, sticking it on there. They must have used a lot of glue. And this coconut oil, it's helping pull up that glue residue. Also, it doesn't have to be perfect. Unless you're a perfectionist, then it has to be perfect. So I'm still just digging into the label. I'm going to take the paper towel, try to rub off the excess oil so this doesn't slide around too much on me. Okay, let's see if we can get this label off here. Just one little section at a time. This is not a safe project for people with shaky hands or children or very elderly people. If you have an elderly family member that would like to get this done and you know that they have shaky hands, please help them. Don't let them do this on their own. Reusing glass jars is a great way that you can increase your kitchen, your pantry, your prepper pantry, whatever you want to call it. Increase that storage capacity. So let's say you want to transfer dry beans from a plastic bag into a glass container and stack it. You can do that with these jars. These jars stack really well when you see them on display at the grocery store. They hold 16 ounces. And the label, it's taken some time. It's definitely taking some effort to get this label gone. But we're almost there. So we might as well keep going until we're finished, right? Okay. They must have made this before the thing out there, because this is made really well. Oh boy. All right, just working away. They definitely did not skip on the glue, that's for sure. You can see that paper, little bits and pieces, it's flying. This paper really wants to stay on here. We're gonna fix that. Some of the oil melted. I'm just going to reapply it. Okay. Oh, we're about 70% done. Let's see if we can get this last 30% going. Those little blades can be so hard to hold. But once you get started, it's like bubble wrap. You know how you just pop the bubble wrap and you just want to pop the whole thing until it's all gone? That's what removing these labels feels like. Just trying to get it done, finish up the project, get the whole thing done. I'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. Maybe I should have used more coconut oil. Well, what I'm going to do is show you the finished product. There's still some paper residue on here, but what I'm going to do is just wash it in the sink, and I think this is going to come off. So just to show you what it's going to look like, here's the lid. It's got a cute little raccoon right there. And you have yourself a stackable storage jar that you can reuse for whatever purpose you're looking for. Well, thanks for coming to this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.